sounds okay. If it's not, I'm really sorry. I'm working on that. The picture, on the other hand, I don't pretend that doesn't suck. That might not even be there. But you know, I don't apologize for that, because the world is not only visual. And on this channel, it's not so much what you see, it's what you hear. I'm blind, and the best recordings I do are audio. That means something you can hear, people. So come to your other senses with me and give this video a good listening. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday morning, and I'm not sure what today is going to hold, but just thought I'd pick up the recorder. I'm just going to say this and just say it. I will be so glad when unemployment writes me another letter, except this one says, stop claiming unemployment. You don't have any more money left to claim. They are so irritating. Now they just sent me another paper. I swear to God, if I had $10 for every freaking paper they sent me, I would have at least a week's worth of benefits by now. If not more. First of all, they're always sending me these things. Well, first of all, that I could do a whole video about Braille itself. I know last week was National Braille Day or whatever it was called. Maybe I should have done something then, but maybe next year. Being blind and having been blind my whole life, I read Braille. And my first letter from unemployment said, if you need Braille large print, all kinds of different other languages, let us know, we'll get them for you. Well, every time I've asked for Braille, they have not known how to make that happen. So yeah, everything comes in print, and I've got to get somebody to read it to me. After this letter says that they have the ability to do, and really they're a government agency. The government's supposed to be able to do Braille. I could fight tooth and nail over that with them if I wanted to put out the effort. Maybe I should put out the effort, but it would take longer to revolutionize the situation and get Braille in there than it would. By the time I finally got it, the only thing that I would be reading is, you don't have any more money left to claim, so, you don't have to tell us about everything you do to try to find a job anymore. Which I'm actually kind of looking forward to, because they got expectations of me that I just simply can't meet, and I guess I shouldn't say that when I've still got money on the table, but they want me to go online and look for jobs. Okay, if I could do jobs that were posted online, I wouldn't need an employment specialist. Between my blindness, my orientational impairments, in other words, the fact that I can't find my way out of a wet paper bag, and some mental issues, I'm just going to call them that. With all of that in mind, I can't do a lot of jobs that are advertised online. So I go ahead and search so that I can say I've looked for work and meet their requirements. But so anyway, here I am. I got this other paper from them today. They didn't even tell me what I'm doing wrong. They just said, if you don't do this, you're not going to get benefits. And then they go over all their requirements. I'm going, what am I not doing? I'm going to take this to my employment specialist and she can help me figure it out, or maybe we can call them together. I don't know, but they are... I need this money since I can't make the money on my own, so I have to take it while it's here. But sometimes I wonder if it's worth the... It's like my temporary job. until I either run out of benefits or I can actually find a job that meets my needs, or a couple of jobs that together meet my needs. My job is to deal with these people that have unreasonable expectations and that don't know how to make reasonable accommodations. I mean, Braille is what's called a reasonable accommodation, something that a person with a disability needs in order to be as equal as possible to everyone else. And it's as if I have a temporary job with a company who doesn't understand the reality of my situation, doesn't know how to make, as I said, reasonable accommodations. These people just are difficult to work with. Well, one of these days they're going to fire me. And when they do, I'll be like, well, you know what? You're lucky I haven't quit by now. You know, Old Man Winter is just, for me, picking the wrong year to do what he does. I'm really starting to not like him. See, at this time last year, I had my other job, and a lot of that was me talking to my boss over the phone. And if I remember correctly, I still might have missed some classes, but it's nothing that we couldn't have made up. You know, it's like school, you know. With the Oregon Commission for the Blind, you can kind of make up classes if something like snow days happen. At this time last year, I could have handled it. Now, 3 snowstorms, winter storms, storms that make it impossible for people to drive or people to get out of their driveways or door-to-door paratransit services to operate correctly in a month, and now it looks like there's going to be another one to come. I have a meeting tomorrow with my voc rehab counselor and one other person, and I'm going to slow down my screen reading program so that you can actually understand it and listen to the email that my voc rehab counselor sent to the rest of us, to the other 2.
Good morning. I just wanted to let you both know that more snow is expected this evening through the night. There may be a chance that the office would have a delayed opening and /or closure if the weather is too bad. If we are open, please use your own judgment about traveling. If you feel it is too unsafe to travel, just let me know and we will reschedule. The weather forecast could also be wrong, but I wanted you to be prepared just in case. Thanks.
And she goes on to sign her name and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to, for lack of a better way to put it, I'm not going to show that. But anyway, yeah, trust me, if I was listening to that just for myself, my normal listening speed is a lot faster than that. But most people who have never heard that voice before can't understand what it's saying. So I slowed it down. But yeah, this is 4 of these since, when was the first one? December, like the second week in December? Old Man Winter, you can go jump in one of your own avalanches. I'm tired of this already.
We are looking at another weather system headed our way in the metro area. Meteorologist Sally Showman has had her eyes on that all morning long. Sally, on the east side of the metro, the heavier totals west of I-5 and to the south down through Yamhill County. Further south down I-5, it's going to take a little...
See, I'm geographically impaired, meaning
lighter totals, I think.
These weathers
traced maybe 2 inches between Salem and Eugene. That's ushering in a cold air mass into the metro area, and that's also what will allow the snowfall. Roads become snowy and slushy overnight, and temperatures will be dropping as well. Below freezing, I think, by about 11 or midnight around the metro area. Details on the rest of the state's forecast coming up in about 10 minutes or so. Back to you.
See, my problem is I am geographically impaired. In other words, all this north of this and east of this and west of this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, where the hell am I compared to that?
Oak Street here in downtown.
What part of that applies to me? If they would say city names instead of north of here and east of here and west of there, it would really help people like me.
At nearby Shepherd's Tractor Supply, Nathan Stanton started shoveling about 5:30 this morning. He's removing snow this morning the old-fashioned way because he says they've sold out of snow blowers.
People are used to this here somewhat, I guess, probably.
Not like this. Not like this. We always get snow, but it's usually gone in 3 or 4 days. It doesn't stick around for weeks on end.
Even by Hood River standards, this is a lot of snow. Snow is halfway up, parking meter full. It's buried park benches, and in some places, several weeks of plowed snow now stands waist deep on downtown Hood River sidewalks. For people like Nikki Smith, who's scheduled for a C-section in the morning,
Oh my goodness.
snow is too much snow. Has this become a nuisance, or is it more of a novelty still?
I love it. Yeah, you can never have too much snow. I'm a winter person, so yeah.
I wonder if we should go to the hospital early, though.
Nikki's getting all the winter she wants this winter long. Here, back to a live picture on Main Street. Look at this this little Honda right here with all the snow on top there. That car's been sitting somewhere maybe a couple of days, but you can see how much snow is
I mean, I suppose if somebody has to get something canceled,
not pulling away here.
I'd rather it be me than her. I mean,
Side of the road, this is
she's having a baby, and she's got to be able to get to the hospital.
the last couple of weeks. There is more in the forecast. Everybody seems to be getting
Or like I say, she might consider going to the hospital early.
wheel drives, very few traffic accidents. That's not to say there haven't been some, but everyone seems to be getting around Hood River just fine.
You know when a guy's title is shoveling on the train, it's bad.
Shoveler, he probably likes that shoveler.
Yeah. Thank you, Gordon.
Weather causes any problem.
See, I wouldn't mind rescheduling this meeting if I wouldn't have gotten that bloody letter from unemployment.
Just right up
I'm meeting with
you might be able to see
people that I want. I'm meeting with at least one person that I want to read that and tell me what she makes of it. And if we're going to have to reschedule that meeting, that means she and I are not going to be able to see each other as early as what we really kind of need to, because I don't want to file last week's unemployment claim if I'm filing them all wrong. If I'm doing something wrong, I want to be told what to do correctly before I file my next one. And if we don't see each other tomorrow, I guess I am not sure if I have until Friday when I'm supposed to go to work next. That better happen. To file. I hope our meeting's still a go, because I really don't have time to mess with this. I'll either have to file it wrong again or not file at all if I don't see her tomorrow.
Moving website imdb.com is refusing to follow California law that gives people the right to have their ages removed from the site.
Hollywood actors say having their ages revealed limits their chances to get a job, especially if they're a woman. IMDb publishes actors' birthdays, but many actresses say that creates a bias against them. Now, Actors Union President Gabrielle Cartier was cast as a 16-year-old on Beverly Hills 90210, but the show's producers didn't know she was actually 29.
The producers came to me and said, if we had known your age, you never would have gotten the role.
Well, a new California state law requires sites to remove someone's age from a profile if they request it. IMDb says it's received more than 2,300 requests from actors to remove age information since the law was signed last year. IMDb is now suing California over the law. But it seems like a lot of actors want this.
Why don't you just follow the rules?
Popular site, though. Yeah. If you've been in a movie at all, then you're listed there and it has the background.
But if you look at the age discrepancy between men and women and the roles they get, it's quite interesting. Coming up, a 20-foot wall of snow has the historic Columbia River Highway blocked.
Look, unemployment is a pain in the ass, but I'm not going to sue them. I'm just going to follow their rules, even though some of it seems like a waste of effort for me because I know I'm not going to be able to get those jobs, I'm going to do what they say to do until I don't have any more money, and then focus on, well, on YouTube and on things that I actually can get. If I wanted to assume over the fact that they won't get a clue about how to make Braille, well, I might have more of a case there than, well, your rules suck. Well, sometimes it doesn't matter whether you like the rules or not, you still have to play by them. I should know.
We also know that school districts are facing some tough challenges ahead. Portland, Vancouver, Beaverton already used up all of their snow days, and we're only less than a month into winter.
So Eileen Park is getting answers about what this means for makeup days.
Yeah, an old man winter won't let up is a problem.
Well, Jeff, it means if you planned on going on vacation somewhere out of town, it'd be right at the end of the school year, you might want to change those plans because all 3 school districts are tagging on their makeup days right at the end of the school year with potential for even more.
It's been an unusually messy winter in Oregon and Washington.
I know, and it happens like right at the
Typically happen. Snow days. This is quite a bit more than normal.
Snow days might be fun for the kids, but for parents and school administrators, the reality is mandatory makeup days at the end of the school year is going to be an adjustment some will not be happy with.
We don't make the decision lightly.
Patricia Musa with the Vancouver School District says they're responsible for about 23,500 students. They've already had 4 school closures and tagged on makeup days in January and mid to late June.
Washington requires 180 school days, so we have to hit 180 school days.
In Oregon, they calculate that by hours. The law requires at least 900 instructional hours for elementary school students, for example. I went to the Beaverton School District to see how they plan on making up their canceled school days.
We've had 5 inclement weather days so far, and we're early into the season.
That means more could be on the way. And if and when that happens, adding more days to the end of the school year might not be the only solution.
And then when yesterday happened, we said, well, we need to go back to the drawing board.
And all 3 school districts tell me they do not know what they're going to do if there are even more cancellations in the coming weeks. And if you can imagine, this is going to affect the summer vacations of not only students and their families, but teachers who already made plans for their summer. So a lot more to come from this.
That
For
is
now,
a bummer.
back to you.
No doubt there could be more cancellations. Thanks, Eileen. Still ahead, a man is fighting back tonight after getting a parking ticket in his own driveway. We'll show you what the ticket's for and why it's going viral.
And look at this, the winter storm in the northwest
Yeah,
leads
that's
to
weird.
breathtaking views.
In Michigan, a man's parking ticket is going viral.
This is crazy. He got a ticket while he was parked in his own driveway. I thought it was like some kind of joke at first, and then I was
That is
like,
crazy.
just thrown back by it. I was really surprised. Yeah, that's Taylor Trumpiano. He posted his ticket on Facebook where it went viral. It's for leaving his car running to warm it up before he took off. It really isn't a state law, but it is a local ordinance where he lives. Police say it's to cut down on auto theft.
5-10 cars stolen this way every winter, and it's dangerous. And of course, it drives everyone's insurance rates up. It drives our crime rate up.
So this ticket comes with a $128 fine, which Trumpiano plans to fight. Police say their department won't apologize, but will in fact keep encouraging officers to enforce the law.
Oh boy, everybody better keep that in mind because it's going to be chilly here and we're talking some snow moving in. Yeah, and right now we're seeing
And you know,
pushing through parts of the metro area. It's
I think that,
drop. So
do we have a similar law in our state?
temperature can be
Seeing as how I'm not ever the one that's driving, and obviously I don't have a car, it's kind of
Now it's snow in areas
not as important to me,
on the
but
southwest side, so snow mix.
I'm wondering
It's
if
going to change over to all snow very
that story just as easily could have happened here.
snow certainly piling up tonight, creating problems all across the metro. Portland Public Schools, along with almost every other district, closed tomorrow as this snow just keeps falling. This is KOIN 6 News at 11 o'clock. I'm Jennifer Hall.
I'm Jeff Giannola. snow's been falling at the rate of an inch an hour. Kristen, how much snow have we had so far, and when's it going to stop?
Well, you know,
Yeah, when's it going to stop?
ago, I updated this graphic, and it's already time to update it again because the snow is falling so hard out there right now. Steve Pierce just let me know that he had 1 inch of snow in Salmon Creek in just 25 minutes. So downtown Portland totals of 4 to 6 inches, Vancouver 4 to 6, so that needs to be updated to about 8 inches at this point. Beaverton 4 inches, 6 inches in Milwaukee, 4 to 8 inches in North Portland, and then 2.5 inches. But that report came about an hour ago. A lot more on the way. It's just going to get messier. I'll let you know how much you can expect and time it out coming up. So we'll check back in with Kristen in just a few minutes. But like last time, the last storm we've had, traffic is at a standstill in some places. On 26 at the Vista Ridge Tunnel.
A TriMet bus
I feel like
semi have been blocking traffic for the last 90 minutes, and it's like this all across the city.
Roads are a mess.
I feel like as soon as it blows in, while it's doing what it's doing, roads are impossible.
Roads. What are you seeing right now, Andrew?
Yeah, Jennifer, Jeff, I mean, we've just been getting pummeled with snow for the last few hours. It's been coming down steadily. This is a live look at the Morrison Bridge. It's creating all sorts of problems for drivers. All these problems we've seen in the last couple of storms, only it's worse. And drivers abandoning their cars, tires locking up, minor fender benders, and no matter where you go, from the West Hills to the East Side, North and South Portland, anywhere in the metro area, this is what we're seeing. It is a mess everywhere.
Well, I wasn't exactly expecting this much snow. The West Hills to the East Side. I'm going to be here forever. Snow piling up.
That doesn't sound like
Are the cars.
healthy noise.
Should have just left it in the parking lot and figured out a way home.
They're working around the clock to clear up the roads, but even the best plows and salt trucks, no match for Mother Nature.
I got this far and like snow everywhere.
Again, drivers left with no choice.
So I ended up just stopping and turning everything off.
And despite all the warning throughout the week, many people say they were simply caught off guard.
I should have changed all these things. I know better than this.
God, this is...
Tracking the head of the storm.
I have a relative who drives a snowplow. He lives
Forecast any time of the day.
very far away from here, which is a darn shame right now. I mean,
Across the Northwest, Coin 6 Weather is watching out for you.
it's a darn shame in the sense that we need every plow driver up here
It takes the latest state-of-the-art technology.
clearing this junk out. Actually, we don't even need that. We need a massive heat wave is what we need. I know it's 11:40 on Tuesday night instead of 7:40 on Wednesday morning, but I'm gonna call the lift anyway and see if there's anything that they're projecting for tomorrow already. You want to bet I'm not going anywhere?
Lyft service alert. For Wednesday, January 11th, Lyft is operating on reduced service due to severe winter weather. Only life-sustaining trips are scheduled. All other rides have been canceled.
That answers that. Translation, meeting canceled tomorrow. I have no way to get in there. Even if the other people involved do make it, which I doubt they will because everything's grounded. Every single time Old Man Winter does this happens. I mean, not every single time in the history of the state I live in, but every single time this winter. This is the fourth winter storm we've had, and the fourth time. Cue screaming brakes sound effect here. Everything that anyone had planned is just out the window. Buried under 4 feet of snow, and not 4 feet of snow, but 4 inches of snow and a 1/4 inch of ice, and then another 10 inches of snow. Slight exaggeration, but I mean, if you add it all up, I bet it would add up to at least that, probably more. If I didn't have a job, if I didn't have a reason to stay here, I swear, I don't know how I'd afford it, but I would. I don't know where I'd go or how I'd get there, but I would seriously consider getting out of here. How much longer is this going to go on? I know you guys are probably sick of seeing this, but I'm sick of living it. And with that said, you know what, I'm going to close out. I'm going to close out this vlog already. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch any more of this, but anyway, I hope you're more productive than I am these days. I hope that you're actually able to go to places that you need to go to. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.